What's up, everybody? We're live. We have a pretty good card this Saturday. We got Dolidze versus Nasruddin Imavov. I think it's a good fight. We have a little break. We have UFC back, I think, for a while now, which is always good. And a lot of people are kind of talking shit about this card, but I like this card. And I mean, whenever we have UFC on Saturdays, man, I love it because it's my favorite sport, and especially my favorite sport to bet on. So we are 1-1 this year. We had a losing night last week, or last card. I bet on DDP, and that was my only win. We lost on Katona, and we also lost on Barryu Katona. It was a close decision, man. It is what it is. And then the Barryu fight was a split, and I lost on a split, man. I think I bet plus 160. So is what it is. 1-2 for the year. We're still plus 5.7. I had a great first card of the year, and then lost, I think 3 units last week. Let me see real quick. 3.55. So we went 1-2, cashed on Driscus, and then lost on Barryu and Katona, 2 close decisions. And then, so plus 5.7 for the year. We got 3 bets so far. I might make another one. Just, go on my Twitter and let you guys know if I have another one. What's up, Nick? And let's get right to it, guys. So first fight of the night, we got Thomas Peterson versus Jamal Pogue. Yeah, man, I faded Pogue last fight with Mick Parkin. He went out there and dominated the fight. I think Peterson's the better fighter. It's just I'm not really in the business to, be betting juice on a heavyweight fight. But I think he wins this fight. I think that he has a lot better grappling than Jamal Pogue. And I know in the UFC, we've only seen Pogue get taken down once against probably the worst fighter on the roster, a striker, and Josh Parisian. But Pogue's a former light heavyweight. We've seen him taken down against Polizzi and a lot of the guys in the regional scene. Peterson's striking is kind of trash, but I do think Peterson's the better fighter. I think he should get down Pogue and get Pogue out of there. I think he's going to be a lot stronger, and especially when he gets on top, I think he'll get him out of there. So I got Thomas Peterson with the finish, but I'm not betting it. Maybe we'll do like a fun parlay or something like that, but yeah, nothing. I'm definitely not in the business to be betting Thomas Peterson, and so so Thomas Peterson, pass from a betting perspective. Next fight, we got Landon Quinones versus Markel Mederos. This is my first spot of the night. I'm very kind of like, I don't know what's up with like the line, because Mederos opened minus 225 and now he's like minus 140. So I hope there's no injury, but I hope there's not. I don't think there is. There's a lot of the Twitter is betting Quinones, and I'm really high on Mederos as a prospect. I bet on him pretty big in his Contender Series debut against Salikhov, and had a big dog, and he dominated the fight. You watched the regional scene tape on this guy. He's really good, man. Good prospect, 27 years old, trains out of Factory X. I think that his striking is really good. I definitely think that he has good grappling too. I think he has a better grappling. I think he's pretty much better wherever the fight goes. I just think Quinones has a lot of hype because he had his moments against Nasrat, but he still got dominated and lost 30-27. He showed great leg kicks, but I definitely think Mederos has a lot better leg kicks here. I mean, you analyze this fight, I do think Mederos is the better striker. I think he has great cardio, really good distance management, the way he pulls his counters. I mean, his boxing is sharp. I think he's a lot faster than Quinones. And I just think Quinones is getting a lot of hype because he went out there and didn't get finished against Nasrat, but I think this is a bad matchup for him, and I don't think he's UFC material. You watch that fight on Ultimate Fighter. Jason Knight was boxing him up until he submitted him. So I think Mederos is a great prospect. I'm very high on this kid. I think he's going to go far in the division, and he has great pressure, great boxing, good cardio. He's going to be the bigger fighter as well. And I think he's better on the feet, and I also think he's better on the mat. Good volume. He's very durable as well. He was a little green on his regional scene, but I feel like a kid like this, a Factory X, one of the best camps out there, he's only going to, get better every fight. Great movement. And, I put 4 units on him at minus 150. I don't understand the line. I think he should be a lot bigger favorite. So I got Marco Mederos going out there and finishing Landon Quinones and sending him back to the regional scene. I think it's a great spot for him. And I'm very high in this prospect, and I can't wait to see how he looks here and, for the future. So first bet, Markel Mederos. The movement is going to be too much, and I think he's going to knock out Landon Quinones. So There you go. First spot, Marco Mederos. Next fight, we got Carolina versus Julia Stoliarenko. I did not research this fight. This is definitely a fight that I want to pass from a betting perspective. A lot of people out there might be betting this fight. This is a huge jobber fight. I want no business in this fight. I'm going to pick Carolina because Stoliarenko's first round or bust. Carolina's the dog too. So, I think we'll win this fight. But just like I said, I have no business in this fight. I didn't even research it. I don't care about this fight. It's a huge pass fight. So I got Carolina, pass city. Next fight, we got Yeong versus Blake Builder. This is another fight, man. It's like, I bet Blake Builder against Alex Morgan at Contender Series. Got the underdogs, cash there. Also bet him against Shane Young. Got the underdog cash there. This guy went out there and lost to Kyle Nelson. Kyle Nelson's so overrated. He sucks, in my opinion. He's a complete Canadian jobber. So that's a huge red flag, man. I'm not betting anyone that lost to Kyle Nelson. It's not happening. I feel like Young is a better striker. He's a sniper. He has good striking. Builder is a better grappler. It's a close fight. I'll go with the dog and pick Builder, but I'm not betting him, man. I hope he wins, but you're not going to see me betting on a guy that lost to Kyle Nelson. So I'll pick Builder, but just because I think he can take him down and kind of control. But it's a pass fight as well. Next fight, Thema Gorimbo versus Pete Rodrigues. I think Gorimbo's a complete jobber. I don't think he's good at all. I think he sucks. I think that he's getting a lot of hype just because like that stuff with The Rock. I think he bought him a house, and good story, man. He seems like a cool guy, but I think he's not good. I think he's a complete jobber, and Pete Rodrigues is a jobber too. This is a jobber versus jobber fight. I'm going to pick the big favorite in Gorimbo. I think he can get takedowns, but I'm staying away from this fight. I'm not confident in this fight at all. I don't trust Pete's gas tank. I don't even know if he can make weight. So we'll go with Gorimbo, but he's getting faded in the future. So I just think both these guys are complete jobbers. So I'll pick the Gorimbo, but I'm not confident. What's up, Nick? Pretty sure you and Two Cents been top 100 world back. Oh, on Tapology, that's cool, man. Yeah, man, that's awesome, man. Two Cents is a good guy, and Tapology is always fun, man. It's definitely cool putting your picks out there and stuff. But yeah, hell yeah. Who you have on this card so far for your bets? Next fight, we got Azat Maksum versus Charles Johnson. I'm going to pick the undefeated prospect here. I think that he's going to go out there and get takedowns. If you don't know how to beat Charles Johnson, I feel like you don't belong in the UFC. And I get it. He won a close fight last fight against Tyson Nam. I don't even think he shot a takedown. Charles Johnson has good striking. It's just he's low volume, and he just loses a lot of grapplers, man. I think Maksum's going to go out there and take him down. So I got the undefeated prospect here for a pick, but I'm not betting it. Next fight, we got Molly McCann versus Stan Belbita. This is another pass fight, man. I can't bet this fight. And, whenever the second fight happens after the rematch, I feel like it's definitely not like the first fight. So, Belbita has a big youth advantage, and it's just these are two strikers. How you beat McCann is you take her down. I don't think Belbita took her down once, but I just don't think Belbita has like the good grappling, to take her down a lot. It's one of those, it's another pass fight. I can't bet this fight, man. But for a pick, I'll pick Belbita, but I'm not confident, man. I'm definitely not going to put my money on this fight, but I'll pick Belbita, man. It's just, I want no business in this fight, man. Even though she's a huge dog, I can't do it. So I'll pick Belbita. Main card, first fight of the night, Gilbert Urbina, Charles Radtke. Another fight. I don't want to bet this fight. I don't think both these guys are good at all. I think they're complete jobbers. I don't think Radtke's good. He's a fade. I don't think Urbina's good, man. The Urbina brothers are not good, man. This is going to be a split, in my opinion. Maybe there's fights when they get announced, I just don't want to even tape them. I'm not interested in betting these fights. It's a jobber fight, man. Two jobbers, and I'll pick Urbina, man. I think he's a better fighter, but I'm not putting my money on a minus 200, on a jobber. So I'll pick Urbina. Not confident. Next fight, we got Khirziev versus McCann Murdarov. This is another good fight, man. And we haven't seen Khirziev in a long time. I see a lot of people talking about how Murdarov's going to win this fight. And personally, I got to go with the Russian prospect, man. Khirziev's a good prospect. I think that he's going to get takedowns. He's looked good so far, what we've seen. And Murdarov, man, is just it's kind of hard trusting a guy that got fucking dropped on the feet and picked apart against GM3, man. I mean, GM3 is no slouch, but dude, he broke him, man. Murdarov's gas tank is kind of a question mark. And I know Khirziev's gas tank is too, but Khirziev smoked everyone he's fought, man. It's hard to go against those Russian prospects. I'm going to go Khirziev, getting takedowns and possibly boxing Murdarov up, but I'm not betting this fight, so I'll go with Khirziev. Next fight, we got Viviane Araujo versus Natalia Silva. Yeah, man. I like Silva, man. I think this girl's really good. I'm very high in this prospect. I think she's going to go pretty far, possibly have the belt pretty soon. I'm in no business fading her, man. I think Silva all day here. I wish the line was a little better. I might have her in a fun parlay. I'm not going to track maybe with Thomas Peterson, but I mean, I'm not in the business of betting Natalia Silva at the current line, but I don't see her losing. I think she's going to go out there and dominate Viviane Araujo. I like everything about Natalia Silva, and I think she's going to go out there and dominate this fight. So I got Natalia Silva for a pick. Next fight, we got Randy Brown, Muslim Salikhov. Yeah, I got Brown, man, from a close decision, but I'm not betting this fight, dude. I got Brown, but I'm not confident. Next fight, we got Drew Dober, Renato Moicano. This is my second bet. I got 3 units on Dober plus 135. It's a striker versus grappler matchup, and Dober's been submitted before to great grapplers, man. We've seen that, against Makhachev and, Benil. But I question Moicano. He hasn't fought in a very long time. I actually think Dober has a lot of advantage in this fight. If you break down this fight and tape the fight, Dober has a huge cardio advantage here, man. Moicano slows down in every fight. If he doesn't get Dober out in there in the first round, I just don't see him winning this fight. You go back in that Fernandez fight. I mean, Fernandez arguably won the first round and was piecing Moicano up. It's just Fernandez has no gas tank, man. Dober has a great gas tank, man. I mean, come on, dude. The guy trains in elevation. So we've seen Dober lose to grapplers, but his takedown defense and his get-up game has been looking good and improving lately. And I think people are acting like one takedown this fight's over. I don't think so. And it's so hard to trust Moicano here because he's been falling in love with his striking. I get it. He's more technical than Dober, and his striking's been improving, but the longer it's on the feet, even if Moicano's having success, I think Dober's going to knock him out, man. I mean, that chin, I don't think he has a good chin at all. He's been knocked out multiple times. I think Dober is still durable, and everyone's kind of just counting him out here because Favola knocked him out. But, Favola's, I feel like, a lot better, man, than Moicano. I mean, Favola's a good fighter, and Moicano's kind of overrated, man. I mean, that chin, dude, that chin's such a big question mark. I think Dober's going to knock him out, man, so I think Dober's going to, if he gets taken down, get back up. And on the feet, I definitely got Dober. Good boxing, good straight left, good pressure, man. And that's the thing, dude. His cardio is huge in this fight, man. Big advantage. So I got the guy who has better cardio. And I do think that Moicano's more technical, but it doesn't matter in this fight because if they strike, I think Dober's going to touch that chin, man. And I don't think Moicano can hurt Dober. So I got Dober, man, knocking out Renato Moicano, and Dober's been way more active. Not a lot of people are talking about that. We haven't seen Moicano in a long time, guys. And just because Dober lost Favola, man, I mean, people are counting him out here. I just think that once Dober touches that chin, man, it's good night, Irene, man. So Drew Dober, second bet, plus 135. I think he has more volume as well. And, yeah, man, big cardio advantage, guys. And we've seen Moicano been knocked out multiple times, guys. So if he doesn't get the takedown here, man, he's in big trouble. So I got Drew Dober knocking him out, guys. Next fight, we got the main event, guys. We got Roman Dolidze versus Nasrin Imavov. Now, one thing I'm going to say real quick before I talk about my third and final play is one big thing that I've been doing, man, lately, especially last year, is betting on the younger fighter. But in this fight, I'm going to go out of that, and I'm going to bet on Dolidze, man. I got 3 into plus 150. I just think that he's the better fighter. I really do. And I get it. He's 35 and Imavov's 27. But, wait, did I say that right? Hold on. Because I left my notes on this fight at my parents' house. I just got back from California today. Hold on real quick, guys. Okay, yeah. So Dolidze's 35, and you got Imavov is 27. So that's, an advantage for Imavov, the youth. And I do think he's more technical on the feet. But besides that, I think Dolidze's better everywhere. I think Dolidze actually has more power on the feet. I think the cardio advantage is pretty big here for Dolidze too. This is just like the Rodrigues situation. Everyone thinks the Rodrigues cardio sucks, but Dolidze's cardio is pretty good, man. And we've seen Imavov slow down a lot, man. He slowed down against Buckley, Haas. I mean, the Strickland fight, I mean, that was bad, man. I just don't think people realize how good Dolidze really is. I think that was complete robbery versus Vettori. And the grappling wise, I mean, even if Dolidze doesn't take him down, I mean, let's say Imavov takes him down. He's in big trouble, man. Dolidze's ground game is really good. I actually think he will get Imavov down. But on the feet, yeah, I do think Imavov's more technical, but I do think that Dolidze has more power, and just the pressure in the apex is going to favor Dolidze too, guys. So Dolidze is a brawler. He likes to go forward, and he's so durable, man. I just see him going out there and finishing or winning a decision, man. I just think that the plus 150 dog, I get it. He's 8 years older, and that's my only advantage besides technical from Maya. But I got to go with the guy who has more power. The guy has advantage on the mat. That's too big. Literally, the cardio advantage, the more power on the feet, and the grappling advantage. I mean, a lot of people are picking Imavov here, and I just don't see it, man. I think Dolidze is definitely has a size advantage too. I think once they tangle up, I think Dolidze is going to get him out of there, man. I can see Dolidze getting him down, finishing him. I can see Imavov taking him down, getting submitted. I think Dolidze can hurt him on the feet. I mean, I'm pretty confident in Dolidze, and I don't know how I got plus 150. I think Roman Dolidze is a brute, and I think he's improving. He's been looking so much better ever since the Trevin Giles fight, and a lot of people forgot about him, man. You know, since that Vettori fight, bet on him versus Vettori, and that was bullshit, man. I do think that he won that fight. That was a robbery. I think that was one of the biggest robberies last year, man. And you watched the tape on Amaya, like, yeah, he looked good against Chris Curtis and stuff, but I mean, we know the game with Chris Curtis, man. This is Dolidze, who's a pressure fighter. He's going to go forward, and he has good boxing. He hits like a truck, man. He's good in the clinch, and I mean, I just got to go with the guy who has big advantage in this fight. So I got Roman Dolidze, and I think that he's going to break a guy like Amaya, man. I don't trust this guy's gas tank at all, and it's even if this fight is close, I think Imavov is in big trouble, man. How is he going to win? Like, it's 5 rounds, man. Like, Dolidze, I'm telling you guys, Dolidze is going to find a finish or win a decision here, man. So I got the guy who has a better grappling. He has advantage on the mat. I think he has a better cardio, and I think he has more power on the feet, man. So give me Roman Dolidze. I think he's going to go out there and finish Nasrin Imavov, and that's my last bet, man. So plus 150, 3 units. So bets are on Dolidze, Dober, and Mederos. Please like and subscribe, and look at my Twitter, you know, if I have another bet. But, yeah, I'm going out on the youth advantage, man, in this fight. I think Dolidze is the better fighter, man. I really do. So, and you guys know the story with me, man. When I bet on underdogs, I bet on dogs who I think should be the favorites close to a pick 'em. I think this is going to be a close fight, and I like Dolidze here, man. I don't get it. Everyone's picking a mile, man. I mean, just like what I said, and Nick Alexander just said it too, man. The small cage is going to favor Dolidze, guys. So, what up, Jesus? All right, so little recap picks. We got Dolidze, we got Dober, we got Brown, we got Silva, we got Khirziev, and we got Urbina, and then we got Belbita, Maksum, Gorimbo, Builder, Carolina, Mederos, and Peterson. So thanks, guys. We'll be back next week. I appreciate everyone coming in, man. You guys know this is a big hobby for me. I love talking about UFC. So a little recap. We just did the picks. Thanks, Nick and Jesus, for coming in. And real quick, one more time, on my bet so far, we got 4 units on Mederos at minus 150. We got 3 units on Dolidze at plus 150. And we got 3 units on Dober plus 135. And let me know in the comments below who you guys have on the main event, who you guys have in every fight. And I can't wait for next week, man. And peace out, guys.